Elise does give me some more meat in my deck, although Deathlord is kind of like that too. Okay. I think we played him before. So we're behind half a card right now. It's better to go first in the mirror.
Greetings. Greetings.
I feel like we might want to cycle one card. Let's just be greedy with the fatigue kind of style. I think that's my best top deck. Because it gives me a way to kill Belcher now. It's not easy for him to kill, because the Fire Axe does only 3 damage.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Looks like we're getting in some damage at least. He could have passed the Belcher to play this. I can kill the 5 attack minions now. In a way though, I do want to play really efficiently because I'm not willing to cycle with my shield blocks. Looks like it turned out fine. Got a $2 donation from Feisty Chip. Why do you think he hit the Armor Smith first with the axe before slamming? So it's because it's a fatigue matchup and he doesn't want to cycle. Oftentimes what happens warrior versus warrior is neither person can kill the other player. Basically, if people run more removal than there are minions, sometimes it's just ends up where, you know, everyone can kill the other person's minions. So whoever has more, like, less cards in our deck loses the game to fatigue.
The supreme archaeologist. I've got the beast in my sight.
I can take the hit.
So we don't really care about the zombies. We have 2 brawls anyways. Revenge Geddon clear zombies though. Looks like with the way he's been playing, it might not even be zombies. But then again, we need to clear every minion one by one, or else we can't just take 5 every turn. It's like it's not a stalemate situation for us. I guess what that means is I'm gonna be saving Bergen again using my bash. Or around the same in cards. We both cycled once. I know he has Elise in his deck, which is going to give him 1 extra card. But we have Deathlords, which pull some cards on his side. Ideally, we play Deathlord as soon as possible. Don't have it, though. As long as we can have some removal in our hand for anything. Because if we get Deathlord, we can lose some of his value from his deck. If we get cards like Justicar, Shieldmane, Dr. Boom, Archthief, basically anything. Another thing is if I pull his Elise. It's really good. This is about as good of a Revenge Geddon as I'll get. It's about as good as a Brawl I'll get, but... Okay, I actually like Brawling more. Wait, Yeah, I like rolling more. Because it allows them to play BGH for tempo after I play Baron Geddon. And the other reason is because it's actually like I can kill one minion with Geddon. So like say he plays 5/5 or something, I can attack it or bash it and play Geddon to kill it, but I can never kill one minion with Brawl. So it's like this is the best opportunity for me to Brawl. Whereas Geddon, even on one minion, I can use Geddon later. Unfortunate though, he's just card. He's getting further ahead.
Armor made to fit.
Nice. Just at first glance, it's obviously good. It's just, let's see if we can do something else here. Grom is a really real consideration, because it's just the Belcher's so hard to deal with. Cards like Grom is actually easier to deal with in the mirror, and protecting a Belcher, making it so awkward for him is really good. I'm assuming he's BJH for executing it though, and I don't like it. Let me go ahead and adjust card.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament Chapter.
Start tanking up. It doesn't seem weird enough, especially with BJH and all those removals still. Also, if I know he's running Elise, then Grom's really good after Elise, because especially if I have some spells like Grom Execute, just like what happened to me last game when I played him. You can use Grom as a removal and leave like a 10-2, and after Elise they don't have any spells, so that to drop like Chromagus into a 10-2 or something, so it's really risky. Looks pretty even now after the Just card. It's much harder for me still to deal with Big Game Hunter if I play Baron Gun here. He's gaining 1 health on me every turn, but that's relatively insignificant with only 1 Armor Smith. I'm not expecting him to play anything until I make the first move. Charge is worth 9 damage actually with Baron Gun. Ogre Wormhole's worth 8 damage, but that's kind of more awkward. I can use this for removal. Let's take charge. It has a lot of uses, especially after release. I can charge a minion and leave behind a low health guy. I can charge Shield Maiden. Now I pick up a Bash now, so BJH isn't as bad for me now. I can continue playing this game. Like if I ever done a response BJH, I should just take the 1 damage from Slime every turn. But now I can progress this game at Bash, Shield Maiden, or something, so I can keep this game going in the same direction instead of stalemating it at the one, like as a 1-2 taunt. But basically I don't play this, he won't commit anything else to board and just keep hitting me for 1. Which sometimes that's okay, but right now it's not that great. Any 3? I guess I could play Jeweled Scarab. Revenge Execute might just be better, but Revenge is my activator for Grom. I would charge something into it, except that nothing works too well. Let me see what I get. I actually have a pretty good backup plan. I could charge that. 3. It's double power. Let's not do that. Still save Revenge Grom. Execute's really important.
can take the hit.
Is this the right deck? It has to be the right deck. I have no Death Lords yet. This could be really weird, actually. It really sucks, like, Death Lords, by the time I play them, he doesn't have any more minions.
Made to fit.
At this point, I feel like we just let it go. This Armorsmith. We just want to wait for our Death Lords. Might as well play this, actually. Wait for Death Lords or Slam to kill it. Attack, Fire, Wax, and Slam. I actually like equipping this because it stops him from playing Harrison if he has it. I think it's gonna happen. Even if I get Death Lord now, he can just wait till the end. That's kind of unfortunate for me. I can either use my Death Lord to protect my Saboteur or play around Brawl number 2. No, I like this a lot. Because he might be not even wanting to kill Death Lord until he draws all his minions. For right now, 3 cards probably doesn't have, or still has minions left in his deck. So he can't even kill he can't even brawl, basically, because he doesn't want to kill Death Lord. He might want to just wait for 3 turns or 2 turns, depending on what he on his deck tracker, whether he knows what his deck contains still. It's not really battle cry deal for. I mean, sometimes it's a good turn for, I guess, because he wants to maybe play a response. If you just play, like with how this game is going, he could just tanked up for 7. Okay, so he sniped this because it's behind my Death Lord, and he's waiting for the other minions to be played first.
Death does not scare me. Death.
So the whole plan of this game, like to test this deck, failed because the whole plan was to put in 2 Death Lords for fatigue, except they're both at the bottom, and I don't think they're gonna pull anything, or they won't. Definitely at this point, or at least not both of them. Okay. So let's see if I can get something. Oh! I punished him for attacking. That's the best card to pull. In a way, Death Lord's kind of annoying, but if I attack here, he can one-shot it. At this point, he's not getting anything. I don't have a good way to deal with it. I kind of don't want to burn my Shield Slam on it. Actually, let's think about who's winning this game. I have 2 executes. I shouldn't, the more I think about it. Let me just execute it. He loses so much value. He can't change all his acolytes and stuff into legendaries now. And he also doesn't get the monkey 1 card more than fatigue, another 6/6 taunt. He has 1 more execute, no shield slams. I don't want to set this to 2/5 because he can attack it easily. Now he has to find another way to deal with Death Lord. I have plenty of removal. I think his deck was kind of relying on Elise for threats too. He had the Archthief Fire, dealt with that, Baron. Last game I didn't really see like too many big threats. So I think I'm fine using an execute there to prevent my Death Lord from dying.
I can wait no longer. Back to work.
So now we're ahead too. If we really want to, could Brawl here. Brawl basically saves me 1 removal. One charge. No, it's not worth the roll here. He might be ranked Dr. Boom. I'm not sure. If this is close, Slam is better. That way I can attack his face. And I can still do 3 damage to another minion. This is my last weapon charge. Might as well slam it. So now he's fatiguing before me. He has to make the first move, so I can just wait forever. I can just play purely reactively from here. Plus I'm like 10 damage ahead because of Grom. He already used Grom. If he's waiting, he loses. Basically, he passes turns, it's equivalent to conceding. Unless he's... I mean, I guess he could have just start acting now, but I just don't see a point of him starting, like, wait one turn.
Well played. I choose death.
Versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Victory or death.
I'm gonna keep this whole hand. Scarab gives me something to do if Axe isn't that great on 2. Also, Scarab gets me a 3-drop as well. Gorehowl in this deck. I mean, it's okay. It's good in fatigue decks. The main thing is I'm targeting Paladin and Zoo. Gorehowl will be good against Druid, I think. It's certainly worth a try. You could replace Geddon and be better against Priest and Druid, worse against Paladin and Zoo, maybe.
Job's done.
You can even just try to add in Gorehowl and take something else out. Maybe a Scarab. Patron and Standard. When did Patron come out? It wasn't GVG, right? It was Blackrock Mountain, I remember. So Patron will still be around for Standard. It still has no Deathbite. No Deathbite's huge. So it kind of really depends what it gets replaced with. It's very hard to predict. Because nobody can predict what. Nobody can predict what they're going to replace Deathbite with, or whether they're going to have something similar by the time that Standard comes around. I would say as is with no Deathbite, Patron is unplayable. So like say you're playing the Cursed Trials and you're playing like the current Standard, there's no way you would bring Patron with no Deathbite. He doesn't actually have any good answers that I can think of, because he uses coin, so he can't coin Old-Man or coin Blessing of Kings. Seems very hard for him to deal with this Acolyte efficiently. And actually, if he musters here, I would just attack into a 1/1 and Revenge. That way I get 3 cards and play the Scarab after. That'd be perfect. I could play Armorsmith and Fire War Axe attack. I can also play just both minions. That way if he kills Armorsmith, it doesn't kill Scarab. But in a way, I kind of like developing the Fire War Axe. That way I kill a Shredder next turn and play Jeweled Scarab in the 3-drop. There's not much incentive to set up Deathbite here over 2 turns. Because if you play Shredder, it's not like that's that great anyways. There's not that many minions. Relatively okay. Keeper Old Man's always scary. It's definitely scarier than Shredder here.
Put this apple on your head. I'll never tell.
We don't have any like beefy minions to play here and don't activate Avenge. I feel like we're gonna have to activate a secret, or at least try to. Especially since if it's Noble Sack, we need a Deathbite next turn. Get rid of the Noble Sack. I'm just gonna play Scarab here. It can always Deathbite next turn. See what I get. 3-drop. Stealth guy's pretty good. The other guy's a lot more iffy. It's actually really good. I was gonna kill this Secret Keeper next turn. At least I'm bored. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect setup for Deathbite here into execute. Plays Monsieur's Challenger, that'll be my play. I'm in revenge range now as well. Let me think. If he plays Monsieur's Challenger and doesn't trade, if he doesn't trade Silent Knight, he gets punished a lot. But if he trades a Silent Knight and plays Monsieur's Challenger, I guess I need attack. Yeah, attack Brawl is the best. And then whatever minion survives will be damaged for execute. If he plays Monsieur's Challenger goes face, it's even easier. I actually need to attack Shredder first before Revenge, but I'll take 4 damage because I need the Revenge to deal 3 to the mini-bot. Brawl is... I guess I could Brawl Revenge and save the Deathbite is another thing. Deathbite that kills one minion pretty well and does some AoE. At this point, the armor is worth more than the revenge. The sport's not that scary anymore.
Who am I? None of your business.
So he has 5 secrets. Probably a second brawl here. Let me see how these Avengers go. Maybe there's a better move. I don't think so. Revenge Execute isn't as good anymore. I got a $5 donation from Sharks Matter. StrifeCro's got the moves. Respect for keeping your stream open and showing its how it's done. Thanks for donation. My stream is open. So these two were competitive and Repentance. Third one, I don't know. He just played it. Probably Nibblesack. Guess I feed my Shield Maiden into it. Yeah, then I can set for Grom Revenge even.
I can take the hit.
He's already played both Avenges. Because he played one earlier on the Secret Keeper and then one after his first Monsieur's Challenger. So if we know that it's Nibblesack, we can actually not... Oh.
Death does not scare me.
I need to hope they can't kill Deathlord without using the Divine Shield, because if he uses Divine Shield, double Revenge, clear everything, even the minion that he gets from the Deathlord. But if he can kill it with other things, then it's not good for me. I can't afford to take Tyrion, hits much longer because I have to deal with Ashbringer after. Okay, that's really good. Just gonna cycle through here. I'm not trying to maximize the health gain in the long term. My hand's pretty slow with Grom. Like, I need to spend my mana efficiently here. Okay, well, he's in top deck mode with a Noble Sack up, but there's a lot of things that will give me a lot of trouble, especially since he already has Ashburner for 15. I can't afford to take too much more damage. Good thing is I have draws to give me more armor or maybe some taunts. But yeah, I gotta hope that he doesn't play something like Mr. Challenger this turn. Because I need one turn to set up Noble Sack Grom. I can't even remove the 1/1. I'm not taking the 2 extra damage from Noble Sack, even if it does set up for an execute. I just want to develop my 10-7 on board. King's right. Yeah, King's is very likely. Well, because he kept the card in his hand last turn, King's was very, very likely. Still okay here. I have 10-7. Oh, but it's too much damage. This is dealing 5. I actually need a top deck. So we bash, go up to 5, 8 health. Ugh, we want to bash next to go face, but leaving up this 1/1's pretty scary. It's not that scary. It doesn't really matter. It matters against Kings, but it puts him on a clock. We have lethal next turn. We do 14 this turn, 14 next turn, so unless this one gets King's number 2, Ultiman. I died to Ultiman. He needs top deck it. I can also... It just buys him another turn. Right now I have 2 turns lethal. And I have a Whirlwind on the 1/1. I think it's worth it. I just died to Ultiman and Kings. Muster is very likely that card. If that card is out, I wonder why he didn't silence last turn. Oh, he doesn't care about the 10 damage. He just wants to silence the Belcher. Oh my god. What's the best way to do this? I guess BGH first.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Yeah, I can't afford to take the Boombot. I missed the lethal opportunity over 2 turns because if my BGH dies, I don't have enough damage. But okay, that's scary. Muster. Oh, divine favor.
Who am I? None of your business.
Okay, that's probably game over for him. I don't even die to Consecrate at 3. I know no one's running 2 Owls in Secret Paladin.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.